timeline for implementing RPS depends on a few factors. We've seen some companies up and running in 3 weeks, and more complex implementations may take up to 6 or 8 weeks. One thing we've noticed is that some payment outsourcing companies promise to implement within a week or even 24 hours. They're able to do that because they're not doing intensive security validations on vendors. One of the great benefits of McCormick Remote Payment Services is that the provider is going to take on all liability for all payments made. In order to do so, they onboard in the way that any very careful AP department would do. They validate the legitimacy of the business, scan through OFAC, and perform other important verifications. It's also very likely that many of your vendors will already be in the outsourced provider's network of payees, which can speed up the process. For those existing vendors, the provider will already know which payment types they accept. But for the net new vendors, they'll perform the outreach necessary to onboard the vendors to check, ACH, or virtual card. There are a few other factors that influence implementation timelines. The number of companies that you're implementing. Obviously, the more complex the project, the more time it'll take. You may need additional product or feature implementations to support RPS. For example, if you're on an older version of Dynamics GP or the Payment Hub, you'll want to upgrade and make sure your security and approval workflows are in order. And often, companies want to add Power Approvals, our mobile workflow app, which is its own implementation. Finally, your availability is crucial in keeping things on track. We'll need to work closely with your team from the IT to the AP staff. Having a regular cadence of meetings and a good flow of communications is important. So your implementation won't be like anyone else's. It will depend on your unique situation.